if they're going Nitro Squad, then you know what? Never mind.
Something people haven't really played against each other because warring hasn't been a big thing on Switch for like ever. So
Right.
the Puerto Rican team
True.
don't really know the USA team or vice versa, so they can't go, all right, we know that this team is good on these tracks. That has to be our bands. So it kind of means that
True.
Yeah.
your bands get focused around what do we suck at and not what are they good at. So you only have like
Yeah.
half of the strategy there.
Yeah. I mean
This is
that
gonna be
happens.
interesting. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
that happens a
interesting.
lot. I can understand that. Especially considering the fact that um honestly, I think it's come down to that a lot as of lately because
Mm,
of just hey, I'd rather get rid of a track that I really don't want to play on just than to play on a track that you're really good on.
yeah,
It'll play
exactly.
a factor of that too. So even if you're super good on a track, if you ended up getting hit at the beginning of it, you're not gonna do super hot on it anymore because
Yeah.
you got hit.
True.
So real quick stream, I'm just gonna grab some music. And yes, Nagoki, in the end, this was drafted. We had an RNG track list at the start, and then it got changed back to draft. Don't ask. It's drafted. That's all you need to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let me chuck on some. I always use the boss music. Give me a boppin' soundtrack from this game, and I'll chuck it on in the background.
Um, Pinstripes version of the boss theme.
They have different ones. I didn't know.
Yes.
Yes, the
I
Nitro
mean,
Field
Nitro Field ones. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
They all have.
I use retro. That's why, like retro music.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I use retro as well, but when I first played the game, I used the Nitro Field.
Alright, that should be coming through on stream. Um, or not.
I mean, on Discord we can hear, but might be on your stream.
Um,
Is that coming through on stream? Just because my OBS isn't showing the like audio levels at the moment, for some reason.
Yeah, sometimes it happened to me as well. It wasn't showing like
I think I
the
fixed. I
audio
think I
wave.
fixed it. I think I fixed it.
Nice.
It just for some reason like disconnected. Like what do I call it? It changed what my default was on that audio
oh,
channel.
okay.
So I fixed it.
Makes sense.
So yeah, the bosses in Nitro Field actually have their personalized versions of the boss theme. It isn't just the same boss theme.
That's so
For
cool.
example, Pinstripes has lots. Pinstripes is like super jazzy. It has like saxophones and trumpets in it when it goes to play.
Oxide has
Papu's,
the fucking alien stuff like space.
yeah, yeah, it's
effects.
very like alien space effects. I think Papu's has like the drums in it, if I'm not mistaken. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think
so.
timpanis and stuff.
I just want to point out, so we've got someone called Fermina in
Yeah, who's
the lobby.
that?
So I'm assuming they're replacing Dandy. Hellad might be aware, unless because you can change your name freely on Switch, like as much as you
Yeah.
want. So that could be Dandy, and I just don't know. But I'm gonna change their name. I'm gonna change their name in the scores. I just wrote in the wrong place. I'll change it on the scores just so it's clear. Like I've got I've got Dre in here as ABA Crunk just because if I put Dre,
It's right.
I don't want to confuse people.
Right, consistency, understandable.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Rare. We'll see.
Oh, Dre wasn't in here yet. I was like, what the?
Yeah, no, I noticed that when I pointed it out. I'm like, yeah, where is he?
Okay, so they are. No, they're not playing Team Megumi. So Puerto Rico seems to be Team Coco.
And then it's Megumi's and Yaya, it looks like. Yaya being Orman, I bet.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, Orman has to be the Yaya because he can't just conform to the status quo Megumi to make it very easy. But I guess if he's the only Yaya, it's still easy to realize.
True.
Exactly.
I mean, that's Omen.
Yeah. All right, so we're starting. We're going into the first race, which is Mystery Caves.
Let's go,
I'm
boy.
interested to see how this is going to start because with Mystery Caves, going tight compared to going for an item, you actually gain a lot of ground taking that shortcut if you keep fire through it. So if we see a heap of people
True.
going for items, it could potentially be a free breakaway for someone like Rare, who's going to go tight.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
I'm actually not worried, but I wonder if someone will get the Speed Ghost. I was gonna call it the Jet Speed Ghost, but nobody's coined it that. I'm pretty much like the only person it's ever happened to
Yeah,
consistently. Where if someone lands on you in that shortcut from the turtle, you just kind of zoom through it, and yeah, it's pretty much free.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not like it's something bannable because it's a cart collisions.
Yeah, it's just a cart collision Speed Ghost. It's super inconsistent, but when it happens, it's cool. You get a pretty much free breakaway.
True.
All right, so anyway, all right, here we go. We're starting off. Rare is in the 4th place position,
Losing
and he
lost
is
fire going into the shortcut there.
Yeah. He does go tight, just like you said.
So we do see him
And,
hang back. He gets his fast fire back. Has a turbo canister, but gets hit by a bomb.
He gets bombed.
Bombed. Oh my god.
He's
What
right
a
back in the
sink.
back. So we do have one of USA in the front still, but not by much. Followed by what looks like 3 Cocos.
That's terrifying. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not having your team up the front to support you is not the best thing. But just having a look at the mini map, it does look like the Megumi slowly getting away. I think that's Dre up front. It's Dre up front.
I want to say it's true.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
Yes. He's streaming as well, by the way. He sent his point of view.
Okay. Okay,
Alright.
Rare is going to cycle through these missiles, but I think he's going to get. Okay, no, he escaped the triple missile. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, not
This
getting.
looks so much different from PS4. The
Oh,
Mystery Cave,
100%.
like the details.
He's trying to go
Yeah.
for a snipe on Troyer, it looks like, but he missed all 3 bombs. If he was juiced, it would have been a free snipe. Unfortunately, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Gets
He
a
can try
s-
squishing him with the
gets a
super
s-
engine.
Yeah, gets a super engine. He could squish, but it looks like Troyer gets him with a shield. Oh,
And he
gets Troyer
squished
back.
back.
Gets Troyer back
Nice.
anyway.
Dre is still holding
knocks
his
great.
Yeah.
Seems to have gotten away
If
from
we-
the Cocos.
If we look at the front, we do have, as you said, Dre comfortably in first, but we do have 2 Cocos not far behind. So if Dre gets hit by anything, then those Cocos will catch right up. But
Yeah.
top 3 have like a very nice breakaway, so it's looking like just the usual cluster in the back, as always happens on caves.
Oh,
And that's an orb.
And an orb.
Here's the orb.
So
Yeah.
1 Coco had a dodge, and Dre had a dodge too.
Dre
Almost
had it
like that.
as well.
Did anyone see which team threw that?
I want to
I
say
didn't
that
see.
was USA.
That's what I think. And Ray gets masked.
Going for the pad and getting the infinite reserves, which is a play that I would totally
Yeah,
understand that.
it's a good play. You save more time doing that.
Yeah.
Decides to go
Yeah.
tight rather than going for an item, which lets him stay ahead of that his teammate behind him. Only rolling turbos, of course, because it's CTR.
Of course, naturally. Let me go
Yeah.
busy on Discord so I can stop getting pinged, because apparently everybody wants to talk to me when I'm commentating. Go away. Anyway.
You've got
Imagine.
So Ray's
But-
catching this Coco, misses the first snipe. Will he get another bomb? And he does.
Yes.
Ends what looks like Troyer,
This-
and hits him again.
Yeah.
Loses
Oh, but he loses
Oh, hit the
fire
wall.
for it.
loses
yeah.
fire because he got an awkward bonk with Troyer there. He might lose fire coming out of the shortcut. Yeah, reserves were too
Yeah.
tight there. And the Coco ahead of him
Okay.
dies, so Rare can take 4th here, and he kills Bunny.
Yes, he can. Yes. Okay, so we have winning positions for Team USA at the current state.
Yep, Dre has finished first.
Very comfortable. Yeah, very comfortable lead.
Oh,
Oh,
but a
that's-
clock, and that looked like it was the Rustland Coco's clock because they're the only ones still moving.
Okay.
Although-
is he going to lose a position from this?
I don't
And
think
don't
so.
Rare.
Alice Coco died, so it looks like the positions are going to stay roughly what they were before.
Yes, this is
True.
what we're looking
Yeah.
at. So we're looking at
Gonna check
Trey out
out.
in first, Phantom second, Orman third, Rare fourth, Mina fifth, Trey sixth, Troyer seventh, and Bunny eighth.
That's a win for the USA.
That is a win for USA, a massive one if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
One
sweet
three
shots.
1-3-4.
6.
I think so.
Yep, Trace got
Yeah.
6th, and then Ormond, yeah, that's a big win.
So that is 6, 5, 11, 21, 24 points. So 24 to 15,
9.
and that is a 9-point win.
Correct.
Pretty big start for USA.
Actually, Jet, would you mind doing what you do in ranked and just take little screenshots of each match and post them in the comp for me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thanks. Just because I just paused the stream at the moment to do it, like the pop out stream. But
Yeah, I
I have
gotcha.
the nice to have a backup.
Gotcha. Here you go.
Beautiful. So let me just increase that because I've got a bit of. There we go. Coming back to this screen, you can see, as Jet said, we've got a 9-point lead. USA getting a decent win to start off. Obviously, it's only one race, so we'll see what
Still
happens.
got 9 more.
Yeah, exactly. We had Peru versus Japan. First race, Peru dominated, and we all thought, oh, this could be a complete upset, but then Japan brought it back from race 2 onwards, so who knows what'll go on after this. Alright, so we have Twilight next. Let me put Twilight's theme on. Oh, do we want Twilight 2 in nighttime or daytime?
Wait.
Or both. I didn't realize Twilight had variants. Let's put the mix on. Let's put the mashup on.
Oh, the song. I was like, wait, you can change what version of the track you drive on in this game?
Yeah, you just if you play at nighttime, it's dark on the track. That's how it works.
Yes.
Yeah, we put both on. I think Twilight's got a pretty nice theme. I like it. It reminds me of the Egyptian levels in Crash 3, the soundtrack. There.
Yes, that's exactly what they're based off of.
Yes. The Egypt and the Arab ones. Because of double sections.
Alright, so yeah, Twilight next. This is not a VC track, as Jet can attest to. So we'll see whether that holds true, and the 2 VC guys get bodied.
But this is not a VC lineup.
True. We do have half VC though.
You have half VC, but this is not a VC lineup. So,
hopefully,
let's see if Dre is going to do a Dre move, if he's going to hang behind because he's in back row.
He might go for 10 Wampa at the start and try and come back from there. We see Rare, Orman, and Troy are all going really tight.
Rare does not get the second item crate, yeah. He does not have an item going into the pyramid
gets
and
TNT.
gets TNT.
Oh, that would have been fine, but he gets masked.
I'm wondering if Rare is going to take my advice and just wait. He is not, he's just going to go for it. Gets big for it, though.
He does kill Bunny, though, and... Oh, almost gets sniped. That would have been golden.
That would have been so good.
So we do see...
Okay, so Rare's behind.
We do see 2 Cocos in the back, ending lap 1 with 2 USA in the front. Oh, but Phantom taking second.
I want to say
that's Coco
Dre.
behind. Dies, I think.
Yeah, we have 2 Cocos behind Rare, but they're quite a ways behind.
It looks like they've both lost fire.
Yeah, they both lost fire.
So top 6
that's
have
not
fire.
good.
So that's really rough starting lap 2. And Dre has been hit. So Phantom takes a clean second, and Rare gets 10 Wampa. If any Coco dies, as the Dark Coco
just died.
Rare could hang back and kill them off of blue. Nice.
He's gonna kill Troyer here. Yeah, he does.
Nice job. So
nice.
Dre had lost fire too, but he went back for it. So now Dre is in 5th, hanging back with Troyer, but he has fire.
Oh, Rare just lost fire though.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And here's an orb. Here's an orb.
Okay,
so it's that's holding up. This is not VC.
So Dre dodged?
And
no, Dre got hit.
Dre got hit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna matter for.
Oh,
Okay. It's not
he's
gonna matter for Orman.
Orman
Orman
dodged it.
hides. Yeah, he hides before the pad, and then takes off once again.
So this is going to be interesting because it means it's got a chance to hit everyone except the user again.
Yeah.
So we
and
see-
it looks like it's going.
Rare have a dodge.
It killed a Coco, I think that was, but Rare went wide to dodge it.
Yes.
Trace dodges
Oh,
the
this
orb.
is.
Phantom
Ooh,
dodges.
the big. That was close.
It's gonna hit Orman. Yes,
Hit
it's gonna hit
Orman.
Orman right before the snow
Oh,
pad.
Rare
and
hits the wall.
Rare bonks.
Oh no.
And as you said, at least Orman has slow blue, so that means he shouldn't lose a position. But he hits something!
Nope.
So Phantom's going to take a
something.
clean first here.
Wow.
Getting very
It
spread
seems
out.
like, oh my god.
The orbs, man. The
Yeah.
orbs on this track are so bad.
Broken.
They just don't work correctly. It's so annoying.
And as
True.
we see with VC luck, here is the shield Rare needed 2 laps ago. Going wide to let
Going
Dre
wide for
pass
Dre.
as a mask.
Yeah, Dre.
So if we look ahead to the top of the pack, we see that Phantom is very far ahead. That is almost a secured first at this point, with another orb.
Another orb.
Another one.
Interestingly, we see that Alice Coco killed Troya.
Oh my god, Rare.
Rare bumps into a wall. Probably looked like a misinput.
Yeah, I think Rare just had a bit of a
Sure.
mess up
And
there.
that's a
And a
oh my god.
clock.
And a clock.
Oh
Where's the
my
clock
god.
from? Was that from the Cocos
That
as
was
well?
Dark
I
Coco.
think
That
it
was Dark Coco in the back. So that's 3
Oh my
power
God, so-
items against USA here.
Yeah.
So
Again, proving not to be
New
UC's
record.
track.
Troya
Right.
team killed the Rustland Coco, we see. He's coming up on Rare, but I don't think either have fast fires, so Rare could hold this, especially if he gets a bomb snipe. But if Troya
I
gets a
believe
mark,
this Coco has a mask.
Goes wide.
yeah, he
He's
does.
catching.
But-
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
But Rare could. Oh, the timer.
The
Yeah,
timer.
the timer.
If
Wow.
if Rare had just a little bit more time, he would have been able to
Time
get
the
that kill
bomb.
there.
Okay, hold on. I just missed the screen cap. Of the
Same.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Damn, never mind.
He
Okay.
puts the screen up at the end as well because Rare keeps scores too.
nice.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a very
Screenshot.
that was a very chaotic Twilight.
As
True.
per usual.
I mean,
This screenshot is actually funny. Look at Bigum's face and Coco right behind.
Coco's like,
Uh,
excuse me.
So looking at these placements for Twilight Tour, we're looking at Phantom, Orman, Trace, Dre, which is actually still a win for USA. 2
Yeah,
3 4
you're
win.
right. So that is
Despite all the power items.
so 3-point win it looks like for USA.
Yeah, despite all the power items, USA still pulls out a win.
I do
But-
feel like there was a few mistimings with those power items from Puerto Rico because I did see that final orb they used. Troya used it and it killed, I believe, Bunny right after Blue Fire. So
Oh,
if they had have let,
Sure.
if Bunny had have slowed down and gone really wide and let Troya pass to use the orb, then they would have had 2 of them catching up with Blue, which I think would have been much better, and they might have been able to get a bit more of an advantage, maybe get a small win out of it. But yeah,
it's okay, Rare. We understand. No Johns.
Yeah,
yeah, it happens, and you're on Switch. Of course, there's frame drops.
true. True.
Anyway, we're going into Engine Labs for the 3rd track.
Just
This
want
is
to,
another Puerto Rico pick.
and I do want to point out, Troya might be subbing out, or he disconnected because it's CTR. Because we only have
Yeah.
7 in the lobby now.
Is he coming back or is it a sub? Do we have subs for Puerto
Troya.
Rico?
No,
I'm not sure.
Just
And I'm, for those unaware, in the Switch World Cup, you can have 3 different people sub in for a set, but you can sub them in as many times as you like. So long
Okay.
as like your total people doesn't exceed 7.
Very much different
Yeah.
from
from the PS4
Very
World
much different
Cup.
from the PS4 World Cup, where you can only sub in at half,
Yeah.
sub in 3 people.
I think one good reason to have these different rules on Switch is because sometimes you get kicked and just can't join back because CTR on
Yeah.
Switch. So
Yeah.
it's good to be more lenient with subs here, so that if that happens, you're not going to get screwed over by Beanox.
Yeah. Imagine getting screwed over by Beanox. I could never.
It is just use a Binox
Alright.
character.
Do
You're
we
not gonna.
want original engine labs or nitro fueled engine labs?
Mm,
Both are really
original.
nice in my opinion, but I think I like original better.
Cool.
Go for the OG.
Yeah, I usually do. For anyone not aware, I have mentioned it on all the streams before, but unlike PS4 World Cup, no forms of pulsewood or speed ghost are allowed, including super engine pulsewood and off-road applications of pulsewood.
Yeah.
So we see Rare going wide, gets triple missile, but it looks like he's got his teammates directly ahead of him, so he can't make use of that yet. Oh,
He also gets nitroed. Ouch.
which
I
the,
think the nitro hit twice.
the nitro
like,
took out Bunny as
people.
well.
Yeah. Nitro radius OP.
Their blast radius is a nuke. I don't believe this missile can catch up to, even though he's.
I think he can. It's getting
Oh, he hit
closer.
it.
I think. Oh,
Yeah, he got hit. He hit a beaker.
he died. Yeah.
So taking a look at
He's
the end of
special
lap
praise.
1, Troyer is slightly ahead, but he has Dre and Orman hot on his tail, with Rare with a shield comfortably in 4th with only Trace near him, so that means USA have 2 through 5, which is winning positions.
Oh,
And
included TNT.
Rare loses his shield to AT&T. That is.
And Dre dies. So Troyer, is pulling ahead.
Is Rare going to activate the super engine? I think. Okay.
Yeah. Now has infinite.
Just have to make sure he doesn't squish Dre.
He should be fine. Dre's going
Yeah.
wide.
Yeah. So it's fine.
I thought Rare was gonna trap the crossover pad.
Same.
Decided not to.
Might-
Traps the final corner tight.
So we see that Trace
I
has hit
would've-
something in the back. He's fallen really far behind.
Oh yes, he did.
True.
So there's a
Yeah,
red
someone
beaker
trapped
on
the beaker.
Yeah.
As is kind of usual for engine labs, we're not seeing a heap of position shifts. Everyone's starting to slowly spread out, and it's just becoming a time trial. So we'll see if anything interesting
Yes.
happens, but the top 4 in particular have a little gaps from everyone near them. Oh,
That is
narrow
the thing,
narrow
yes.
beaker dodge there. Nice job by Rare. Playing it
That
safe.
is
That's the trap.
a notorious thing for
Oh, Orman messed up or hit something. Because we see him slow down and Rare's fast catching him.
Yeah. He got a shield though, so he should be fine.
So
that
we-
is a notorious thing for engine labs, excuse me.
Ooh, they took
Oh,
they took us
the
mid trap
nitro.
there.
But yeah, as you
That
were
is
saying,
so
Jay, a
tough.
lot of times in engine labs, nothing happens. Like, first lap can
Yeah.
be chaotic, and then nothing happens.
It's a
True.
very, very front runner heavy track, and
Yeah.
thing you right after.
If we're looking back
Okay.
at the positions now, we do see that Troyer's just getting further and further ahead. He should
Oh,
win
there
this
was one
unless he
nitro
gets
there.
hit.
Okay, yeah.
We see
It was just latency.
USA with the 2, 3, 4, 8, which I think that's a small. Is that a small win? But we
Is
I
this an
believe
orb
so.
coming?
Max,
That's
it
an
is
Petty,
an
orb
orb.
coming.
Okay.
Max Petty orb, but it was in the tunnel, so
Looks
Rare
rare.
couldn't dodge.
Okay, Dre had a mask, which is great because it was a dodge for him.
So it didn't look
um,
like it changed positions because it looks like either both of top 2 got hit or neither of them did, and so the only position change was Dre and Rare.
Yeah.
which doesn't do. Oh,
And that's a
Oh, a clock!
Oh,
And that
no!
hits everyone, and so this Phantom soars back up into 4th. Dre gets beakered at the end, allowing Phantom to also overtake him. Oh, but Dre
this
kills
is
him
a
back.
win for Puerto Rico.
Drake kills
Nice.
Oh,
him.
never mind. Okay.
Damn.
Nice,
Nice.
job by
That
Dre.
was-
Holy shit.
Almost pulled
That
up
was-
to third, but Dre managed to be toxic as usual and
Alright.
take out Phantom at the last second.
Okay. Getting the cap for you now.
That clock
Thanks.
was on top too.
All right, so
That was Wow. That was pretty chaotic at the very last second, but we have Troyer out in go. Then we come up with Orman, Dre, Phantom. Yeah, Orman, Dre, Phantom, Rare, Bunny, Mina, and Trace. So
So-
that is
+1 for Puerto Rico.
US. Oh, is it for Puerto Rico?
Let me
10?
I'll double check the scores. Hang on, Troyer first, then Orman, Dre, Phantom, Rare, Bunny, Mina. Yeah, +1 for Puerto Rico.
Okay, so a small win. Small win.
Small win. So, if anything, it's good that they just kept the point difference roughly the same. They didn't let USA pull out any further.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
really quick,
That's-
I am just gonna see if I can.
Imagine Mina and Mushy and Aka.
Oh my,
Mhm.
yeah, that would be. Yeah,
No.
imagine if Mushy was playing for USA.
Imagine.
You would just have.
If all islands would double.
The commentary would just be, oh look an orb, oh look a clock, oh look an orb, oh look another orb, oh look a clock.
Honestly.
There'd be nothing else. Oh, and we would also see mushy masks.
Ah, yes.
So 3 races in, it's still very close. Only an 11 difference, which is roughly the equivalent of a top 3 and 8th, I believe.
Yeah. Did you change the soundtrack?
I'm just looking at it now. It's
Nice.
drive-through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. I'll put that on now.
So, drive-through danger. USA pick, understandably so.
Rare is very good at this track, and so is Orman. They have 2 very good front runners here. And,
Yeah. So, makes sense that they picked this.
And DTD is like a very front runner heavy track in my opinion, because it's got a lot of narrow points. Like you look at the pizza cut, the bug zapper, the drop down shortcut. So many places that you can trap where it's tough to dodge if you want to take not garbage lines.
Yes,
So if
100%.
you break away, you can just
Yeah.
spit out items and just mess with the other team. So we see Rare going for his super TT lines here, getting a nice
And
breakaway.
he gets
at the
away.
start. Oh no, he doesn't. He gets
No,
switched
he
and
gets-
bombed.
And wow.
So they've got their backup in Orman in front still, with Dre close behind, and Trace. So early top 3, but it is very early on, so this could change.
Yeah.
So Phantom
Yeah.
is the good player
Oh.
here for Puerto Rico on this track, so him being in the back is good for USA. We did see Rare get bombed earlier, so he is on the back foot now, but slowly making his way back up.
There is a solid brick for top 3. Brick goes wide there for that item.
Getting-
Unusual.
He's slowing down to
But-
try and let the Coco
Slowing
pass to
down.
missile, it looks like. Misses the Wampa there, but he kills Mina.
Nice.
These missiles are
Alright,
now
he's gotta
useless
get
with blue,
reserve
so
now.
he has to get rid of them now, yep. And as
Gets
you
the
said,
extra reserve.
yeah.
Is he gonna use it? Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
There we
And-
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
someone hits a
infinite.
beaker on the pizza cut, and as you said, Jet, we've got a
That was
very
that
clean
Coco.
breakaway for top 2. Looks like Orman died.
Oh my god. Oh my
no. Okay, I don't know what happened to Orman, but Rare's coming up quick behind him.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
even so, these are incredibly strong positions for USA. 1, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 5 is still a big.
Oh, did
uh,
Phantom die? Yes, I think he did. He flashed red.
And he's slow now.
So I
But
think
what did he die
I
to?
think he hit a trap by Trace. Oh,
Oh.
unfortunate.
Was that a team kill
I
or was that
think-
there?
I'm not sure,
I
but
think
either
so.
way, you would have thought that it would have been called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
oh,
Rare's back in the back again.
Rare's getting comboed, but he has infinite again, so when he gets blue, he can sit pretty. The good thing about DTD with reserves is because of all the jumps, it's not that bad for reserves. It's like DSD, but not as free. I find you can lose reserves, but it's a
Yeah.
lot harder than on tracks like Pass.
True.
And we
Alright,
see,
so I'm a.
Oh, he
Okay.
missed that.
yeah, tried the mask kill, and oh, did first just die? No, he didn't. It was just lag.
Yeah, it was just latency. Clearing up traps back here. Super
Yeah.
So
front runners, especially on this track.
Trace just killed Phantom. So Phantom has now fallen really far behind Trace. So I'm thinking, barring a clock, this is a free top 2 for USA. Because we're coming into the final lap now. Troya has managed to sneak between Rare and Orman, but... Sorry, between Rare and Trace, I mean. But we'll see if USA can catch up. It's a bit of a gap, though.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
I think
so
these,
I think we're.
I think these are final positions.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Outside
I
some
didn't.
pretty
Oh,
big
apologies.
mistakes.
I didn't change POVs, chat. I was too busy messing with the quality. Next race. Next race. You'll be fine.
Okay, there we go.
So that's 1, 2, 5, 6 for USA. So
This one's gonna be super small, but
yeah, what's that, like a 7? I think that's a +7. Roughly.
so Dre Trace, that's 18, 4, 22, 3, 25. So 25 to 14. Yeah, plus 11.
+11, yeah, that is. So they just doubled their lead.
So as predicted, very strong USA track.
Yes.
Not
I-
expected. I mean, the front runners weren't in the front, but if the team did the same result, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just swapped roles
So-
for a bit. They felt like swapping roles.
Exactly.
We have Electron next though, and just like DTE,
Straight track
I'm
Roman.
expecting this is a really strong USA track, I would say. From what I've seen of VC, they play pretty well on EA, and Orman has really, really strong lines here. Trace is also decent here, so I'm expecting good results for USA here.
It seems USA is doing. They're doing good to bottleneck Phantom if he is the all-star Puerto Rico player. I mean, he still actually has second most points.
True.
Which is super important, but like keeping him down and not letting him just run away. If it's in like comparison, I would say something on PS4. You let a player like that just get away, you just see the stamps across the board: 8, 10, 8, 10, 10, 10, 8, and he's just like, what?
Did you mean Ovo West?
him too. It's all the damn pinstriping.
So, Hellad has raised a point saying that Phantom and Troya are apparently very good on EA as well, so they may have some fierce competition here after all.
Okay, well, we're all good. There is no pulse width.
Yeah, so there's no
Sure.
pulse width or speed ghost here, so no one can get a really strong pulse width at the start to break away. So it's all about
It could
what
come
items
down.
you roll.
Yeah, it could come down to the item rolls. Orbs, I want to say, aren't as effective on this track simply because it's so long. It just takes so.
Yeah,
the
and it makes
Orb
it
be.
True.
it not only does it make it hard to like hit someone at a specific spot, but really the only place that's good to hit someone is right after the shortcut, because it's the only place where you won't have blue fire in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If you hit
Sure.
someone anywhere else, it only
They
takes a
just
few
get
seconds
fire
to
back.
get back to fire. So
Yeah.
that's why clocks are much better here, but they're much rarer. And I'll swap the POV for you because I actually remembered this time. Sorry about that
And
last
it's on
time.
tracks.
So
It's all good.
And it's on tracks.
yes, I did change it.
Nice.
All right, so let's see how this it's a lot different for a lot of. But okay, Rare's taking no, never mind.
Oh, he
I
lost
lied.
fire,
Oh.
but Ormond beaked Phantom right at the start, and Bunny gets squished. So we've got a top 2 at the moment for USA, with Rare also bombing Phantom. So
Bombed
now they have top
the
4.
Well, that changed real quick.
Yeah, so this is a very hard track to catch up on, in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
You can chain
Yeah.
masks and whatnot, but for one, there is a decent amount of hang time here, so that makes them less effective. But also, as you said, Jet, the track is very long, and hitting people doesn't slow them down for much. So this can be very rough to recover from.
I want to see what Trace is gonna do in terms of backspam. It
Agreed.
seems like right now that Herman is doing most of the backspam. He's calling it, playing
Yes.
it to his teammates, which is very good. But right now Trace is getting caught up by the Dark Coat.
It could
Who's
be
that,
that
Troyer?
the
Yeah.
play
Is that Troyer?
that's Troyer. So a play for Trace could be to purposely hang back and make sure that the 4 Cocos
No, he
behind
just-
him can't. That could be something he could try to do, but not
He
sure. If
tried
we'll
to
see it.
do that. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if
He
it's
takes out. He
safe
took.
to
He
do.
took out Troyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something else I want to bring up now that we see Dre with a shield is, as much as we have bottom 2 for Puerto Rico and they can get power items, there are so many item crates here that it's so easy to roll a shield. As we see, 2 of the top 3 have shields currently, and Orman might even have one himself.
Yeah.
If-
I'm not seeing more traps here.
Yeah, I think that top 3 actually have shields.
Yeah.
Not Orman. Trace seems to have died to the myriad of Cocos.
Not surprising, but even
But
so,
yeah.
even
Honestly.
so, oh, Trace died again, which is unfortunate. But the consolation here is that does help bar Puerto Rico from power items. So even though USA does have shields, it does mean that Trace could be the one to roll an orb and ruin
Right.
the Cocos.
True.
Yeah, top 3 seems to have a decent break. And if
Yeah.
you guys would excuse me from commentary for one more.
Yeah,
Be
no
right
problem.
back.
No problem.
No problem.
So we can see, if we're having a look, it looks to me like Phantom is taking incredibly tight lines to try and catch up, because he is
Yeah.
slowly seeming to make gains, and that was a clock. Both Dre and Rare lost their shields, and I did see a Coco flash,
Yeah.
so I feel like
Yeah.
Rare...
Helmy also had one. He
So-
didn't die.
So Trace rolled a clock, because if we have a look, the Rustland Coco, which I think is Bunny, has died. Rare going for the bomb snipe, but missing it.
Yes.
He's gonna go for another
can
bomb
try.
snipe here, I
Yeah.
reckon. No? Oh,
Oh,
narrow beaker dodge.
that was close. Yeah,
So
he's
the-
catching up.
So the clock seems to have given USA one position. And
He landed the bomb.
got the
He
bomb
got
on
sniped.
got the bomb on Phantom, nice. So this is a very, very clean top 3 at the moment, with another shield for Rare.
Another
because
shield.
Typical Rare
Also,
luck.
Dre has a shield.
Yeah, typical Rare luck. Yep, so we see
Fine,
Orman
that's
doesn't have
cool.
a shield because he is spamming those nitros tight, hence why Rare's going wide. Few frame drops in Rare's stream, but it's even
Double
out.
shield.
Yeah, double shield, of course. It's Rare.
Ah, yes.
So, coming into the final lap, it's looking like, yeah, this is going to be a top 3. I don't see what could happen outside of like 3
Yeah.
power items from Puerto Rico
Yeah.
that could knock top 3 out. We see that Trace, I believe, is in 7th. It can be hard to tell on the minimap. But it looks like we've got
Yeah, 7.
Trace and the Rustland Coco are very far behind.
Yeah, they were and Coke especially.
So it's looking like this is going to be set positions already. No one looks like they're going to catch up at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I am back.
Nice. It's
I'll
just
come
been
back.
it's just been a time trial where Rare rolled 50 more shields.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you didn't miss much.
exactly.
Very looks like yeah, we're
Clean.
looking at a top 3.
Clean top 3, and we were pointing out that Mina, the Rustland Coco, and Trace both fell behind quite a bit.
Here's a orb from
Hail
one of the
Mary.
Cocos.
Hail
but
Mary
I don't.
orb trying to kill top 3, but it was too late. They got top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare
Oh,
even
Trace
showed
is
the
actually in
shield.
7th. Wow.
Yeah, because Mina fell
Yeah.
really far behind.
Oh.
Almost a
So
tie.
that's looking like,
An incredibly strong win for USA.
yeah. So we're looking at 24,
Mm,
24 and 2, which is that is 26-13, which is obviously a win for USA. 13-point win, super solid.
yeah,
Jesus, that
one
Yeah,
point
man.
of note that was good by Rare was he was rolling a couple bombs with Phantom catching up, and then right before the shortcut managed to get a nice bomb snipe on Phantom, lap 5 I believe. So yeah, Phantom fell right back. They lost their chance at getting past third there with that snipe.
True.
Yeah, that was super rough.
So just double checking the scores. So it is
Oh, I
now
post.
mid, and USA is up by 35. So it's not an insignificant gap, but it's not unrecoverable. So Puerto Rico are on the back foot, but they can bring this back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's still 5 more. Looks like we're having a swap.
Someone's. Yeah, they're subby.
All right, is this Dandy is jumping in for Mina? It looks like.
Yeah.
I will update the scores in a sec. It is Joyride. Joyride's got a nice Christmassy sound. I like it.
So we're gonna start second half on Gingerbread Joyride. This is Puerto Rico's pick,
Yes.
or yeah,
Puerto Rico's pick.
okay. Not sure. I know for a fact that Dre hates this track.
Yes.
He calls it Gingerbread Hell Ride.
Yeah, that's. I agree.
Honestly, I agree as well.
I don't particularly hate this track at all, actually.
I don't hate it, but it's just kind of mid. Like, I like racing it, but it's just with items it can be a bit rough, so it's like mid for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
my only guess is that Phantom and Troyer, because they seem to be the prime front runners here, they must have good. Maybe they've got good lines here. They've got strong TTs here, so. But as
They're gonna have to do something.
we're seeing in chat that a few people aren't understanding why Puerto Rico picked this, so maybe there's some secret source we're not knowing.
I don't understand this Puerto Rico strat. I wish I could tell you,
Changing POV?
Sure.
but this could go either way. Honestly, I know Dre is track, so
starting off, we see Rare going decently tight at the start. Gets a boost canister, completely OP. It's not actually that bad because reserves here. Squishes Troy
Gets the
twice.
crush.
Misses
Oh my
Dandy
goodness.
though, but
And
gets
the
no!
bits.
That is so unfortunate.
Rare. Yeah,
Got a
Trace-
bunch of
Rare.
Trace going around as well. Interestingly,
So Dre and Orman got a free break.
Very free.
Super free. Yeah.
And
It doesn't look like anybody else kept fire.
yeah, 'cause
And somebody just got hit.
Trace is coming through, killing these Cocos. And
Okay, so Trace must have went wide for the one.
yeah, red tooth bunny.
Rare squishing Bunny and then squishing Dandy.
The double
Okay.
kill.
Has to watch out for the jelly cycle.
They can be incredibly rough if you don't predict them right. It is pretty good, I find, if you've got the room to just go a little slow around that corner so that you can predict where they're going to be. Much safer than getting
Yeah.
squished.
Yeah.
Well, we see a mask here, so he should be able to take out any if there's any that come up on him. He's probably going to hold it for now. Oh, but there's orb. Kills Trace,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Just
but
Trace.
he didn't
It would have killed him anyway.
he didn't have any
Yeah.
other way to dodge.
Yeah.
True.
He might be able to catch this Coco.
Ah, yes, the classic. I had a mask on, and here's the shield right after.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, but he loses the shield.
Oh.
But he gets another shield. It's rare. This is
No
rare,
problem.
of course.
Wow.
So, if we
Nice.
look back to the front, I don't believe either of top two got hit, because if we see how far ahead they are,
Yeah, they didn't get hit at
True.
all.
it's looking like, yeah, another top three at the moment, with a decent break, so
He can get an easy back bomb here if he actually.
he's probably, I feel like he's too worried about his reserves.
I don't know why when he has infinite.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
forgets sometimes.
Oh, he gets the back bomb snipe on the item crate and gets a shield out of it, dude. What is this?
3 shields in 1 lap. 4 shields.
Holy crap. Okay, all right, Rare.
This-
You can stop.
Oh,
Oh,
and I just
buddy.
want to point
Dre-
out that was Rare's Nitro that Dre hit.
True. Exactly.
Okay, so Dre might lose a position for this because this each Coco is.
The Cocos are coming up
Dre-
fast. Dre
okay.
going wide, probably trying to
Yeah.
preserve and get an item to kill someone. If he gets something good.
He does kill the wrestling Coco. It looks
No,
like.
he does
no,
not.
No,
That
it
was
doesn't.
latency, and it looks like they all get clean passes on him. So Dre's gonna fall back to last unless he can kill Dandy here,
Yeah, but they
which
can
he-
Yeah.
still hold the top 2 for USA,
which
which
is still a win. Oh, an orb.
still a win. And an
And-
orb
Another
that
orb.
does not matter.
Because Rare has 56
Orman,
shields.
yeah, Orman is so far ahead that it actually it does hit him before the shortcut. Did he clear the shortcut?
But,
Yes, he did.
But it's not going to matter.
Yeah, he should be fine. I was just making sure that he cleared the shortcut because if he
Yeah.
didn't clear the shortcut, he would not. That would matter.
Yes, 100%. And are we gonna see a team kill for
Exactly.
points here?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
0.01.
Ooh.
Damn. Rare
The
doesn't,
latency.
Rare doesn't get those points.
He tried.
The latency.
So this is a +7. This is a +7, I think.
So 1, 2, 18. 21, 22, 20, 23. 23, 23 to 16. What is math?
What is math?
Something I also want to point out for those that have watched the other USA matches is that Orman was having quite a rough time last time, but he's doing exceptionally well today. He's managing to
True.
top score, I'm pretty sure, overall for the lobby. So props to Orman. Props to Orman for popping off today.
It's literally just because he's playing Yaga.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but real on some real good shit to Orm.
Yeah, good props to him.
So that is +7. So it's starting to look rough for Puerto Rico. With 4 tracks left, they're going to start to need to get big wins to bring this back.
So it's getting increasingly difficult for them to come back here.
It's honestly looking quite grim, not just because of the point difference, but 2 of the tracks left are incredibly strong tracks for a lot of the US players in Cortex Castle and Oxide Station.
Yeah, true.
So, top 3ing against USA there, I feel is going to be very hard because Dre's item plays on Oxide are very, very toxic, as expected of Dre. They've got very solid
Yeah.
lines there, and overall on Castle, they all have very good lines. So,
So it looks like we're getting a another sub.
either a sub or a DC.
One of the two. I'm unsure. But this is looking like a very, very convincing. This is a convincing lead from US.
Yeah, just a DC.
Troy,
Troy's
you're
back,
trying.
Troy's
Just a
back.
DC. Okay. So
And yeah, you're right, Piggy. Woman's doing great today.
this is a very, very convincing lead from US.
So we get a little bit of
Very
insight.
solid placements.
We get a little bit of insight from the US team as to what happened there. According to Trace, Dre went no brain. Honestly, it's Dre. I completely understand.
That's going off the assumption that
that Dre has a brain.
He definitely does not.
Yeah, honestly, but I'm presuming that's because he hit the nitro that Rare placed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Who knows? Maybe Dre's lack of a brain will allow Puerto Rico to take this back. We'll see.
Yeah. I probably forgot that the nitro's there as well.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do, especially when it's a whole lap going around. You might just forget there's a trap there. I do that all the time.
Same.
I am not sure, Weevil. I would have to have a look. I can have a look
yeah.
for you. Helad can tell. Helad might be able to tell us. He's pretty informed on this.
For the most part, whenever I take that shortcut, I always assume.
Yeah, I've noticed recently a lot of items placed like point blank when you jump into it. Very hard to dodge.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Going into Polar Pass. We have Rare going wide.
Going wide. So he gets a shield, of course. Blue shield at the very start.
Troyer dies instantly to some, but then Rare decides to gets his blue shield on. I think he's gonna go for Big Boy.
He killed Phantom, but failed Big Boy. So that could
a lot
be
of
big
people
for killing
fell
Phantom.
here.
But it looks like top 3 for Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Phantom has no fire, and Rare rolled his like 1000th shield of this set.
I don't even know why you're surprised anymore.
Loses it to a beaker.
Okay, but here's where the race really begins.
Exactly.
Because we have three. Oh,
nice.
Yep.
Bomb. So that was a fantastic bomb snipe by Phantom there. So coming into lap 1 with blue fire, Rare instantly loses it to a bomb snipe by Phantom. Clean top 3 at the moment for Puerto Rico. We do have Dre in 4th, who might be able to make some plays, but we'll see what happens.
Rare's about to get passed here by Trace.
And he's going wide to try and get a better item. I think it's good to point out that Puerto Rico have the prime power item spot. So as much as Rare is in 7th, they have less chance to roll an orb to get that top 3 away.
Rare uses the super engine.
We see Rare has channeled his inner jet with the super engines.
Yes, and he's going to gets a baby hop, almost dies for it.
Yeah, I did see.
Yeah.
And the nitro, the Coco hit the nitro on blue fire, has to respawn.
Yeah.
So they're very far behind now.
One of the Cocos messed up Big Boy or something. Right, or
yeah, I see what you mean.
missile.
So, so now we have Dre and Trace in the top 4, but we do have a decent breakaway for top 2. I think Dre might be catching them, but is it going to be enough with only 2 laps left?
And here's the orb from the Bat Coco.
And we see Rare just chimps to keep blue fire.
Yep.
We'll see if interesting to see whether the top 3 and 4 have shields. Trace had one. We'll see.
Bombs are not fast enough.
Oh, interestingly, they threw it with 2nd place not being protected. So that might have been
reckless Strider.
So that
Dre is.
Yeah, that orb cost them.
I think Dre actually might die here. I don't know if that was correct. That was the
another shield.
Dre outlines Phantom up front. I'm looking at the map.
Yeah, no, I see it too. Rare with a double shield. Yeah. I'm just gonna ignore his shields for now.
Yeah, I thought that Phantom was going wide.
Oh, Dre killed him. So that's a clean. That's a clean 1st and maybe 2nd.
And here's another orb from this Coco.
There was a clock and an orb at the same time.
And it wasn't. It wasn't enough.
It was a clock and an orb, because Red has a shield before.
And this might maybe mean that Trace will lose a spot.
Yeah, Trace is
looking like it. Yep,
here.
Trace died.
There it is.
So they may have lost 1st, but they did get 3rd back. Unfortunately, having what looks like 6th and 7th as well isn't enough for Puerto Rico. They're going to need to get really big wins.
Yeah.
So Dre doing his Dre thing, just the competition and saying, "Hey, guess what? Hi. uh,
You really be like
gets,
that?
yeah, gets USA gets a first position. So we get 1, 4, 5, 7, which is a 2-point win. 21.
I believe it's a small win for US, but I'll
It's a
do the
small
points
win
now,
for USA.
which is really
That is.
unfortunate for our underdogs here.
Yeah.
It's getting increasingly grim for Puerto Rico. So 19 and 2 is 21. So 20 to 18 is a 3-point.
3-point, yes. So 45 down with 3 races left. You're going to need pretty much 2 top 4s and a top 3 to bring this back. So doable, but incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
Especially, it's a pretty
So
insurmountable task
strong
with...
tracks for US.
Yeah, pretty insurmountable task when we have Cortex and Oxide.
This became the mini map called.
Honestly,
Hey, look, man.
so as Helada said, whichever team wins here, which is looking like USA, is going to face the Mediterranean team, which I believe this is losers bracket if I am correct, Helad. Oh, I didn't... edit out my title. Just had to change my title. Yes, this is losers bracket. So So in the winners bracket, we're having Japan face off with Mexico, and unsure of... I believe there is another match, but I know that Mexico versus Japan is a big match happening next week.
I've seen odds like get beaten.
Yeah, it's
And,
not unrecoverable.
I'll be real. If this actually happened, I would pop off for Puerto Rico. If Puerto Rico was just like, "Yo, let's do it," and they got 3 top 4s in a row,
That would
I
be
would pop
so
off.
hype. That would be so hype. I'd love to see that.
True.
So, but as you said before, it's super difficult with the final 3 tracks. Super USA orientated. Cortex Castle, Oxide Station, and Prehistoric Playground. Prehistoric especially for VC. Prehistoric for VC is kind of just a... That's a thing. Look, our founder made us love this track. Okay, the dumb stuff that we do on this track is because of him. Shout outs to my boy.
It's VC's home track, imagine.
Yeah.
Asking Puerto Rico to top 4 USA on these tracks is basically like asking you, oh, just go outline OVO West on Tiny Arena and Itemless.
What do you mean? You just have the cart collision.
Exactly. Just
True.
wiggle your cable a bit.
All right, so
Change the view
I'm
track.
just
Yeah.
changing it now. Thank you.
all right, so we're going into Castle. I'm gonna see if Red type. Okay, goes for the second item. Gets a TNT.
Nice TNT and gets
Gets
beakered.
beakered.
Gets
And
beakered
squished.
and
And
crushed. Does not go for the jet tech.
The jet?
Yes, of camping the item. I mean the 1 and then setting a tight around that very first corner in the uphill and ending someone's race when they're cover.
Also, just want to point out that Rare misses 2 missile snipes on the Coco ahead of him, who then masks, looks like Dre. So we've got bottom 3, almost bottom 4 for US. This is a bad start for them with, oh, but first hits a beaker.
The beaker. That's
Who knows?
really...
Maybe they're probably juiced again now. They may be able to bomb Trace when he goes past. We'll see. But we are seeing a clean first breakaway for Puerto Rico, with Trace using his strong lines to keep up with second.
Kills Troyer, but loses fire for it. I don't know if that was the play.
Neither, because I don't think Troyer had fire. He would have been better off just going.
Yeah, he could have just kept the shield. Yeah, he could have just kept the shield.
And Rez should have known that he would roll 50 more shields. slowing down to try and kill him off fire, but I think the Puerto Rican saw and just flung himself into the wall to be safe.
And look,
True.
another shield by Rare.
What a shock.
Buddy.
So, actually, if we look ahead, we see that Puerto Rico have top 3 again. It looks like Trace got killed with Dre hot on the heels of Puerto Rico, which is the one US player
Very
you don't
scary.
you don't want Dre near you. And as we see,
Dre-
he gets past Phantom, so
I think he rolled a mask.
yeah, I wouldn't
He
be
was
surprised.
moving way too fast.
Oh,
True.
did Dre die? No, it was latency.
Latency. What's
Latency.
there? What's there though that would make him?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's looking like Dre's pulling away from Phantom slowly. And
He's
catching
catching up
second,
to-
catching second, but whoever's in first, which I think is Dandy, is doing a very good job of keeping ahead.
Rare is a nitro.
Rare loses a shield, but he's probably going to roll another one. Oh no, a super engine, what a shock.
In 5th place. Great item.
Mhm.
Dude, I hate 5th place. 5th place is the
True.
most
You get the most useless
Yeah.
items.
like. Okay, so I don't think actually.
Phantom
Oh,
died.
okay, he gets
Phantom got
Phantom.
killed. So this
I-
is an opportunity
yeah.
for Rare to get past. Tackle
Yeah,
him
he
with
hit
the
the red
shield,
beaker.
which
Okay.
means Rare is now
He-
vulnerable.
Oh,
Dre
please.
Dre
Because-
also lost fire, so this means that potentially, I don't think Phantom will catch because he also has no fire. Oh, an orb by
Someone's
USA.
annoying.
I don't.
So
think that
Rare
was the
waiting
play.
to Rare dodging the orb.
Oh, what?
Damn.
What the fuck, man?
Rare's just like,
Okay,
nope,
that-
I'ma let you pass.
Yo, hold on. Can somebody clip that? That was the cleanest park and wait I've ever seen in my life.
That was just
I'm
Rare.
clipping this.
Rare knew what that was about. He's just like, alright, I'ma just wait for 1 sec. No, you go pass.
That was the cleanest park and break I've ever seen.
Honestly,
Oh my god.
Honestly, that was gorgeous to watch. That was
Yeah.
perfectly executed.
Jesus Christ.
So let me see.
So that,
It's still a loss. It's a loss for USA.
but it's plus
Win for.
+5 for Puerto Rico, which is nice, but that's not enough.
It's not enough, and I think that will seal it for
Yes,
them.
I agree.
Wow.
But that, yeah. So +5.
The most you can be down by if you want to at least tie coming into the last 2 races is 38, and I believe they're 40 down now.
Yeah. There we go. ZX clipped it. That was the cleanest park and brick ever. Rare's just like. Holy
Damn.
bro. That was the cleanest. I've never seen it big like that. The orb just went on by too. It was just like.
What I'm curious at with Rare, I'm curious if Rare knew he would dodge the orb, or if he was just waiting there so that he'd get hit before blue. I wonder if he knew. It looked so
He
intentional.
wanted to wait. He
Yeah.
definitely wanted to wait.
I'm curious if he knew that orb was going to dodge him or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wanted to wait because obviously he'd lose a position, possibly lose more time by falling off the track.
Yeah. And just updating the scores, I did just want to confirm that this is now unrecoverable, barring US getting some weird penalty.
Yeah.
Alright. Rare,
We're down by 40.
Rare has
Rare
said that
didn't know.
he didn't intend to dodge, but I'm going to pretend you did, because that was smooth. I'm going to pretend you
Honestly.
did that on purpose.
True. Epic Games by Rare.
I mean, see, I can't even say it's a safe spot because the spot before out and through the wall and hit me.
Yeah.
So
With a
I don't
little
know.
bit of latency, it makes it a little inconsistent, I feel.
True.
Trying to
Yeah.
dodge like that.
I think what happened was because Rare technically was on a prior part of the track, he went to the right and he was like next to the item crates. But the orb follows him through the shortcut, but it can only technically go forward.
Yes.
So yeah. It just
I mean-
looked really cool because he like parked. He was just like, yeah,
Yeah,
and I
he
had
just-
a too, so he just
Yeah.
accelerated and got infinite.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, let me show you guys something. Hey, look, it's an orb.
I mean, sometimes orbs can go into a shortcut and then go back to turn around. I've seen that before.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you can see those horrible hits on something like Joyride, Pass, or Out of Time on shortcuts where it hits you. It like dips in to hit you when you're jumping the shortcut, and then goes around and hits you again. So even shielding to
Yes.
protect you is so rough.
Does that in Coco Park as well, which
Yeah.
is so stupid.
So
It looks really.
Rare slowing down at the start there to get a 4th place TNT, but doesn't seem to matter because he and Dre have broken away at the start. Not by heaps, but enough that this 4,000th shield that Rare has rolled is enough to kill Troyer
It
and
kills
give Dre the
Troyer.
breakaway. Rare losing fire
Oh, he gets the wall.
going unnecessarily tight, but we'll see if he's going to bomb. Yes, bombs the
He
Coco.
bombs again.
And
Alright,
the Coco hit
so-
the red beaker that Dre placed, so very rough start for Puerto Rico. Bottom 2 coming onto Blue Fire.
This is super rough because this is another track where you get away and
Yeah.
it turns into a very, very big spiral, not being able to catch up. Toxic item placement from Dre as
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree, I
honestly,
agree.
Dre is very good at placing
Trapping-
traps where it'll just
trapping
mess
crabs.
you up. And as I've
Yeah.
said, the others here in the USA lineup have pretty good lines. We do see Rare going pretty wide, but I believe that's because Dre doesn't have a shield, so he's just playing safe. And also for reserves.
Yeah.
So we see
Yeah.
that Trace dies to the Coco. The Coco
Yes.
being Troyer. Troyer in 3rd now. We'll see whether Troy is able to catch Rare, given Rare's taking wide lines.
Yeah, it's catching up slowly.
but he could just be falling into the scheming.
Yeah,
Back-
it could be that Rare's purposely letting Troyer catch up so that he can end him, because he now has a bomb, juiced. Very good to have here.
Sure.
And we
So
s-
that's ultra jet tech tight
It's
lines, and I really
10
don't.
So, I just was looking at the back. Trace managed to kill Phantom, and then Phantom killed Trace back. So, neither of 4th or 5th have fire.
Yeah,
I
they are
shield.
And we see,
they are dogfighting in the back.
if anyone is surprised, because I am not, Rare has a shield.
He doesn't always have a shield.
Right? Yeah, he just starts races with shields.
Yeah. All right. So item boxes right after the anti-grav pad are both 3-4 are both tracked with nitros, which anybody that's not paying attention, all are paying attention, will just drop on those and die.
Yeah, and
Um,
so if we have a look, I'm noticing that Troyer is catching Rare, but Rare has a shield, which is really hard to pass unless he can get the shield off. There are some places where a missile could catch in the longer straights, like here. But barring
Dre
that...
has boot.
Oh,
So someone might die.
true.
He has to make this clean pass on Dre. I think that's one of the reasons why he's taking fighter,
Yeah.
so he can protect Dre from getting murdered and not losing a position.
See a sneaky tight
Yeah.
beaker on Blue Fire there, and
Yes, it is.
I'm noticing. I want to give props to Trace. Seems to be doing a very good job at keeping those Cocos down the back. Until just then, I just jinxed it. Trace died.
Yeah.
Armin also died to something in the ass.
Ooh.
Nitro?
So now
Yeah, they have bottom 2.
USA bottom
Ah,
2,
there it
There's a
is.
top 2 and bottom 2.
but
There it is,
Troyer
the-
died.
Oh no, there's
Yeah.
a Coco behind still.
Oh
he
yeah,
died
you're
to the-
right. There is a Coco incredibly far back.
Yes. So
Yeah.
the Coco that was chasing Rare dies to Red Beaker, so he does not have fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
wow.
like a clean top 2 here.
So this is a pretty free top 2 now for USA. But Troyer is not going to lose a position. If we look at the minimap, he is incredibly far from 4th. Who is his teammate? So I'm
Yeah.
thinking this is a +3 for US. They've got top 2, bottom 2,
Yes.
unless Trace and Orman can pull something out and kill 6.
One of the Cocos just died,
Ooh.
so
I see. So
Not that
now
it matters, but this is pretty much it.
Trace dies to the
Yeah.
nitros and the S, meaning that Dandy can get back 6th.
This was rough. It didn't really change too much.
Once Dre and Rare got up front, they just never lost it.
Dre pretty much got away, like a free getaway on the very first lap, and he just never.
And
Exactly.
something else I'm noticing was there a power item?
No, there was
Nope.
not.
Because
There
Also,
wasn't.
you changed the perspective of.
yes,
It-
I just changed it back now the race has ended so they can see scores.
It's actually funny because it's Mushroom Station
Yeah,
and no
so
power items.
the reason I wanted to point that out was because I didn't see Dre with a shield that whole time.
I didn't as well.
So
Wow.
if
He
they
was
had have
trapping
rolled,
out
if
the
they
front.
had have rolled a power item, they could have knocked Dre out of the top 2. Not Rare, because you know when does he not have a shield? But that could have helped them. But unfortunately, they just couldn't roll the power items they needed, which is interesting because Bunny was in the last for a long time there.
5 laps on the Oxide Station out of.
Probably just had some bad RNG.
Is that like a world first? I always see power items on Oxide when I play.
I don't know.
So it is now that was a plus 11 for USA, so they're now 51 ahead.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a good piece.
That hurt my feelings. Five laps. 5 laps on a long track, no power items.
So
Honestly.
the way it works, Jet, is if you or me are playing in the race, there'll be power items. But if we're not, then yeah, no power items. Clean race.
Yeah, it sounds like
If
some
you-
BS to me.
If you guys are playing, basically, someone's gonna roll a Norman 5th and kill you.
Exactly, yeah. Dre.
That's typically how it goes, but ever since I switched to Pasadena,
That Pasadena luck coming through.
I went. When I played in a war yesterday, and I front run on prehistoric, and I had a shield for the entire race, and there was no power item, like nothing happened. Game first.
Yeah.
I remember recently I did a 4v4 where I was in the mid-most, you know, just taking out the other team, and then there was one race where I got a really nice breakaway, I killed the other team, and I was like, finally, got a really decent race. Lap 5, power item that hits only me, and I came like 6th. And I
Yeah,
was just
that
like-
sounds about CTR.
It was Twilight.
Smile.
Twilight, of course.
Smile. You really
Yeah.
be like that.
Sounds like me. Smile.
Any smiles in chat? So yeah, final race here. I do want to just point out that I think US are playing incredibly well together. The longer they've played together, the better they've been getting. Because I don't feel like these four haven't played as a specific team a lot. Obviously, Dre and Rare have played a lot together, and Orman and Trace have played a lot together, but not as a specific 4. So the more they've been playing in this World Cup, the better they've been doing.
Change the view dress.
Thank you. I forgot that time. And I've changed the music, don't worry. Prehistoric.
Nice.
Alright, so this doesn't really matter in the long run, but let's just see how it plays out. Rare seems to just go tight. That's always gonna.
Rare going tight. I find it interesting that sometimes we see a front runner forego those first items to go tighter to dodge the beakers at the start, but didn't need to this time, Rare, and he's managed to take out, between him and his team, all the Cocos died. Every single Coco died.
Yeah.
And then he rolls a shield.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a shield command that just links Rare's Twitch.
Want shields? Go here.
Yeah. So Rare just needs Wampa and he'll have a sitting pretty in first. And we see Dre following up in second at the end of lap 1 with looking like a cluster of Cocos and then bottom 2 for Trace and Orman. Oh no, Trace is further up, but he just died. So yeah, now it's bottom 2 for Trace and Orman.
So now
This is actually
Rare's just gonna have fun with time trial here.
Yeah, pretty much.
We see Dandy hit
Once
a
again,
beaker, so he's slowed down a lot and lost ground, but we do have Troyer hot on Dre's heels.
like I was saying before, very VC orientated track and
Hmm.
2 VC members. This
So it's not surprising the
see.
2 VC members are the ones in first, and
Oh, Rare looks
Rare
shooting.
going a bit too tight there and losing his shield to that Nitro.
loses his shield, but he'll roll one in the next 3. It's okay.
Yeah,
Would be funny
exactly.
if you
And
actually roll.
we see I saw Dre teleporting a little bit there. Typical Dre on the Switch.
Rare trapped it, won't crate.
He did, and we see that it looks like Troyer is
Also the
catching
item
Dre.
crate.
But knowing
Yeah, he is.
knowing Dre, he could be letting Troyer do this so that he can kill him. We'll see though.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need to let anything happen. You do that straight away. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Rare has not rolled another shield.
This is the longest I've seen, and I did have a look back, and I think Dre had a shield. I believe that was Dre I saw with a shield.
Omen kills up Coco.
Nice,
there.
and the Coco kills him
That's double.
back. So we're seeing,
Wow.
is Rare gonna lap? Nitro on the
Sure
short
has.
part. Those Nitros can be nasty to dodge if you don't expect them, but it looks like Troyer does it.
I just don't bother to take the shortcut because I
Neither.
like living.
Exactly.
Sometimes they get no jump there. It's
So-
awful.
Yeah.
Troyer is in a sticky spot. Unless he gets the right items, it's very risky to try and get Dre here. Dre has a shield. If Dre has anything like a bomb under that shield and Troyer single missiles Dre can instantly bomb him and kill him.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw
Okay,
his
so
shield.
Dre does have a shield. Basically, he has a bomb. There's literally nothing true. I know for a fact Dre has a. It's Dre.
Yes, Dre. So unless the only way I could see Dre dying is if it's triple missiles and they hit really quickly. But that's
Yeah.
not very common in third. But
Yeah.
look,
If he had triple bombs, he could just shoot all 3 of them and
Yeah.
murder him. But that's still rough.
so if we're
Um,
looking at the minimap, we see that looking like Bunny has fallen really far behind with Trace and Orman in 6th and Bunny
This
in
Oh,
the
that's
tower
not
range.
right.
Unjuiced.
super late.
Unjuiced though, which is interesting because it's probably not going to hit anyone on prehistoric.
That's super late.
Yeah.
That's a top 2 for US.
If Bunny had waited a little bit to juice, they weren't far from Wampert, they might have been able to kill Trace and Orman to get a few positions, but it looks like instead that orb has allowed Orman to
Oh,
overtake
Trace
Dandy.
died. Trace apparently got hit.
Yeah.
Lost the position.
That was a super time trial-y.
Yeah. Oh, and Trace loses the position in the end.
Yeah, Trace died to something that wasn't the orb. It's looking like Dandy got hit by the orb, Orman and Trace passed, and then Dandy killed Trace, is what I'm believing happened.
That was
Yeah.
kind of rough. Troyer was coming up on Dre, but the problem is Dre had a shield. How do you pass somebody with a shield in this game? The answer is
You don't.
you don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I'll
that's just the fucking
That's the game.
that is just how it. Yeah, that's just how it. The answer is you literally do not. If you do, you die.
It's even more uncomfortable when you're outlining them or you pass them, maybe they lost fire. Because of the desync, it can be incredibly hard to predict where the other person with the shield is. So even if you do
Yeah.
swing
Exactly.
wide, you could swing wide to dodge the shield, but then with the
And
desync,
die.
yeah, you still die. So it's really
Exactly.
difficult to pass anyone with a shield. I know the amount of times I've tried to pass someone with a shield and I'm like, oh, I think I'm on the other side of the track. I'm fine, and then I die. And it's
Yeah.
like, cool.
And it's mostly literally just because your ghost just runs into their shield. Their screen.
Exactly.
True.
So, final
It's-
scores here is 224 for the US team to 166 for Puerto Rico. So very decisive victory for USA here, but props to both
Yes.
teams. Hello, I
Yeah.
was just about to invite you in.
Hi.
How
Yes,
many
hi.
how many US boys should we get in to talk? We could
Um,
realistically get all 4, but I feel like that might be a bit too noisy.
I mean, it's up to you, man.
Thinking I might maybe Trace. I feel like we get Trace in, 'cause then we have like someone who was in the front a lot and someone who was a bit further back.
Hmm.
I'll just
Yeah.
ask Trace now. Jump into.
Oh, it's a private call that they have, Orman.
So, how many shields did you roll?
Yeah,
Two
Ray.
more.
Any shields? I think every race
Any
you
shield
rolled,
track.
you rolled 56 shields. I was totally counting.
I need a shield counter.
Next time USA play, I am actually just gonna get a shield counter in the corner. For real.
Rare rolled so many
Right.
shields.
Just gonna grab
honestly,
Trace.
I think there was one race where I said, okay, I'm rolling too many now.
So that's how this works.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nagoki has just posted a top tier meme. 1 second, I'm just gonna save it and post it on stream. Give me a sec. I won't. I'll put it up on stream.
Yeah, it was just rare got another.
Sorry, that was my bad. Clicked in the wrong spot. Give me a second. Image. Add a new source.
I see turn switch on with later. I know you have Piggy.
But
GG's, guys.